Hello, 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 and welcome to a quick anime awards reaction video, casting my votes, and so on Crunchyroll. I know that you can vote every day until the 11th of April, but I'm only going to vote once for this video and give my thoughts. And yeah, it's just for fun at the end of the day. I also do my own anime awards, so meaning the name of my channel, so anime awards. I do that also every year, and I did edit a short, so I just quickly want to take a look at this short. This is all the winners, but I need my earphones for this. So in the past, I edited longer videos and I did live streams revealing the answers, but I've been more strapped for time recently, especially I'm playing too many games and I can't even keep up with any of that. So this would be just the summary. So it's just like a little overview of all the winners. The names are not included, like what category they won. Uh-oh. I just realized something. Aww, look at them. I miss them. I can't wait till they come back. I just realized the audio is going to mess with the video, so I can't actually. But I'll put this in the description of this video, and hopefully, those 30 seconds was okay. But other winners include, as you can see, The Dark Knight. It's not The Dark Knight Rises, the One Piece special episode, the fan one. Panty and Stocking won my Fansly reaction of the year, and that was such a fun anime. Ooh, and she won Fansly waifu of the year, Kyoka, I think. So I don't know. I put all the categories here in the pinned comment. Best in winter, Solo Leveling. Best in spring, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Oshinoko, Dandadan for fall. Anime of the year, not exclusive to seasonals, was Dragon Ball because I started it, so it's my channel's award, so Dragon Ball would count. Best newcomer was Dandadan, which a lot of people were really mad that it beat Solo Leveling season 1, I think. Best show I didn't watch, Blue Box, and I have started reacting to Blue Box since then. So yeah, you can take a look at that video. But this is the Crunchyroll Awards. So it will include different shows than my channel's awards did. So let's get started. This year's hosts. Wait, where do I vote? Here, vote. Wait a minute, what was Finn doing there? Did you guys see the guy from Stranger Things was there? What was the 2025 lineup? Actor, music. What? I didn't know this was like a real event. Maybe they reveal the winners or something. I don't know. I just want to vote. So, hi Odinoko. Start voting. Okay, anime of the year in 2024. This is going to be a little bit difficult because it's now many months ago, but between Frieren and Dandadan, I know that a lot of people are going to be voting for Dandadan, and some part of my heart wants to, but if I had to choose one between the first season of Dandadan and the first season of Frieren, I have to say Frieren for me. You guys are welcome to give your answers. Other options include Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Apothecary Diaries, and Delicious in Dungeon. I am happy to say that I watched each and every one of these shows, and I enjoyed every single one of them. I think season 1 of Solo Leveling, I enjoyed less than season 2, but I still enjoyed it. Kaiju number 8 I enjoyed a lot up until the very end where I hit a little bit of a bump story-wise. Something really turned me off. Delicious in Dungeon was so good and so special and unique. Dan Da Dan was just wild and fun and funny. Um, Love the Apothecary Diaries, and the Frieren really made the biggest impression for me, just with regards to the nature of the story and the themes and the music and the visuals and how it all came together and the voice acting. So yeah. Okay, vote. Huh? Wait, I'm logged in, aren't I? Why would I need to... Okay, just give me a second. Apparently I need to give my... Not that my email address is difficult to find. Okay. I guess maybe they want to make sure people don't spam, I guess. Okay, vote. Okay, next. Why is this so... This year, it's not a very... the website or the awards don't flow as easily as it did in the past. I don't know. But anyway. Film of the year. So I probably didn't watch many of these. I watched Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle. I watched Spy Family Code White. This was sponsored by ABC, I believe. Sorry if I'm wrong. Haikyuu was... I watched that movie on New Year's Eve before I watched Tropic Thunder, funny enough. There's also My Hero Academia, You're Next. Look Back, which I heard a lot about. Mononoke the movie, and The Colors Within. So for me... very, very barely, I have to say... I want to say Spy Family Code White, but then I think of that expression on Kenma's face in Haikyuu. Oh no. It's so tough. Did I score these movies? Haikyuu Dumpster Battle. I gave Haikyuu Dumpster Battle a 9.5 out of 10 and Spy Family Code White a 10 out of 10. So I very, very barely, even though it pains my heart, I'm going to select Spy Family Code White. And obviously I scored it based on its own genres, right? And where it's at in the story. So I guess the only reason I didn't give Haikyuu Dumpster Battle a perfect 10 is just because like my level of hype was here. And the show was just what you can't see. But if this was my level of hype, right at the max, this was what... Like, it just barely just got there. And it's not a criticism, it's just maybe my expectations were too high, I don't know. But Spy Family more delivered what I wanted from it. And, yeah, I gave it a 10 because it's with movies, it's not difficult to please me, honestly. So I'm going to very, very barely say Spy Family. Okay. Yeah, it's not very intuitive. That's a good way to explain it. Doji voted for Look Back. Shoro voted for Look Back. Tiago and Modri say Spy Family. I hope I can make time to watch Look Back someday. Best continuing series. Ooh, my shit. How can they put One Piece here? On the left, I'm covering it. But One Piece and Bleach. I'm gonna have to go, as much as I love One Piece, I'm more invested in the manga right for that part of the story. I think the manga is where my heart lies. So I'm gonna go with Bleach because really it has been blowing me away. My Hero Academia is a close second, but it's Bleach for me. Every episode was like a movie experience. And One Piece was great. Demon Slayer was great. My Hero Academia was great. Oshinoko was great. Spy Family was great. I watched all of these shows, but for me, the one that felt like really I don't know. It was just, it blew me away for very good reasons. Okay, so me, it's Bleach. Shoru has My Hero Academia. Tiago says Spy Family. And Soto says if Toei wants me to support the anime, they better make some. Next time I see frame impacts, I'm burning. Don't make that joke. But you're flipping a table. I get what you mean. I'm not gonna read your comment out loud though because I'm gonna get the hate for it. Okay. And I was dealing with enough dramatic people in yesterday's Dragon Ball Z video. Okay, best new series. Dan Da Dan, Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, Frieren, and The Apothecary Diaries. So I already voted for Frieren as my anime of the year. So for best new series, I guess I'll go with Dan Da Dan. So then I gifted one vote to each show. But my vote truly doesn't mean much. I'm just giving my opinions here because I'm only voting once. And some people vote every day. Booty says Dungeon Meshi again. Mobesho says Dan Da Dan. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Dan Da Dan as well. It's new, it's fresh, it's fun. I'm looking forward to more. So yeah. Best original anime. So this means there was no manga. Buchigiri. I haven't seen any of these. Metallic Rouge, Girls Band Cry, Ninja Kamui, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night, and Train to the End of the World. I hope this is okay because it's just one vote amidst many. But I'm going to be voting for Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night because it's the one that I was most interested in seeing this year. I just didn't have time for it. So what do you guys think? Doji says Buchigiri. It's a Mappa anime, so I can imagine that it would be good. Shoro says, I didn't watch any of these and I dropped Ninja Kamui. Tiago says, I got nothing here. Okay, so I'm going to vote for Jellyfish just because I was very, very interested in it based on the premise and the trailer. So that's a good category, though. I really like that category. Best animation. Movement. That's tough to remember after all this time. Yes, Sotos. One Piece is not here. It's Dan Da Dan, Frieren, Dungeon Meshi, Kaiju number 8, Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira Training Arc, and Solo Leveling. Shoro says Frieren. Tiago says Demon Slayer. Ooh, yeah, Demon Slayer with that. But that I'm thinking of that one episode. I don't remember that every episode blew me away. Whereas Frieren, every episode was a work of art. Solo Leveling had a lot of action scenes. It was very good. Same for Kaiju. Same for Delicious in Dungeon. Everything was good. Dan Da Dan had a very creative art style that added to the story. But for me, in terms of every episode blowing me away, okay, well, to be honest, my answer would be Bleach. If it was here, but I'm going to go with Frieren. Hi, Mike. Booty says Dan Da Dan. Soto says, I want to say Kaiju, but Demon Slayer. Your face is one episode animation. No, I do. I know that people like to talk smack about Demon Slayer, so I'm not even going to engage. I think that it was very consistent, and yes, obviously, the climax they would push things there, but every episode was consistent and beautiful and smooth for me, and when it needed to be funny, it was funny, and I love how it balances the original art style of the manga, but then also, that ufotable flair when it needs to have that. It's a very good balance, and anime are adaptations after all, so they're adapting as an adaptation. It did really well. But for me, Frieren. Mulder says, I'm shocked Bleach not on there for animation. Me too. But it looks like they only took season 1s, not continuing. Okay, best character design. Ooh. This is a fun one. Dan had a very... It's very real. It's the designs are kind of rooted in reality in some ways. Like, it's not, elf ears and blah, 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 blah. But, the clothes are often like, this is what people would wear. And it says a lot about the characters' personalities and stuff. I love the Dan designs. But Dungeon Meshi was so creative with Senshi and the... Oh, what's the elf's name? Oh, shit, I forgot her name. Marcel. I forgot. I mean, Demon Slayer had Mitsuri, but... no. For me, it's probably... I think Dungeon Meshi, it had really creative... Yes, I'm gonna go with Dungeon Meshi. Unique, creative, perfect for the world. His sister, I love his sister's design. Like, it's in many ways, their designs are simple but creative, and that's often very effective. I also could say Frieren for the similar reasons, but Dungeon Meshi just stands out a bit more to me. Booty says, I will go with Apothecary Diaries. I love that old Chinese feeling. The dark elf girl was stunning, says Doji. Soto says, this is the reason Demon Slayer wins for him. That's his bias right there. Sorry, I can't play the whole song, but... If an anime has a snake in it, it's Soto's favorite anime. A snake or a snake character. Okay, so I'm voting Dungeon Meshi for this one. Oh my goodness, 7 out of 24. We have to go a little bit faster. Best director. So I don't know the directors, but I mean direction. How was the direction of Dan versus... Ooh, fan letter. One Piece fan letter. I'm choosing fan letter. Although, once again, Frieren... but I already voted Frieren as my anime of the year. So I'm going to go with fan letter. I thought that was brilliant, beautiful, like a love letter to the fans, the world, the Oda, everyone. This is just... Yeah. Megumi Ishitani is a legend, says Doji. So I'm going to read out everyone's names because I probably need to start learning director names, if I want to do reviews properly. For Dan, we have Fuga Yamashiro, Demon Slayer Haruo Sotozaki, Frieren is Keiichiro Saito, Dungeon Meshi Yoshihiro Miyajima, Apothecary Diaries Norihiro Naganuma, and Toei's fan letter Megumi Ishitani. That's my vote. I love that. I want to rewatch it like right now. Every time I see it, I'm just like, hey, can we watch it? Oh, the guy of Demon Slayer is named Sotozaki. Sotos. Nice. Start moving. I already ahead of you in Windbreaker, and 5 days ago I didn't even start the show. Oh right, Windbreaker already aired. When am I scheduled to watch Windbreaker? Where? Oh no, like at the end of the month. Oh no, we're gonna have to see what we can do about that. Oh wait, there. When I come back from Cape Town on the 19th. Windbreaker and Tepate. The beginning after the end. Okay, next. Best background art. Now I have to think of background art. Well, the only one, Frieren. That's the only one who's... Okay, Delicious in Dungeon. Apothecary Diaries for what Booty said. Very beautiful. The buildings and stuff and how accurate it is. I think Hanku forgot to make me a latte. So I'm gonna go with Frieren, but I can see Delicious in Dungeon and Apothecary Diary is also Dan in many ways. Demon Slayer. I haven't seen Pluto. All of these are in this category because
Your call has been forwarded.
they deserve to win. But only one can win. Hanku!
Yeah.
Oh, you remembered.
Yeah, Nina was outside and Mongoose was outside again.
The mongoose are kind of cute. As long as it's not the monkeys.
Well, they were inside for the cat food.
Oh, the mongoose were inside the house?
Came for the cat food.
Well, that's a problem. They can't be inside the house. Okay.
You not hear them.
That's what mongoose sound like. They're so... Okay.
But they left a whole mud trail.
A mud trail. Oh my gosh. Mobesho says, I love the futuristic aesthetic, so Pluto. Booty says, I think I'll go with Apothecary here for the same reason. Okay, for me, the first one that came to mind was Frieren. Just beautiful, like, took my breath away. Okay. Best romance. Well, I have only watched Losing Heroines. I actually finished it recently. And I'm halfway through Blue Box. So this is a bit tough for me because the last time I watched Blue Box, it kind of started to make me feel like it was too sweet for me. Like I was getting cavities and it was like too much. But as a romance, I guess that's... But can I vote for Dangers in My Heart that I haven't seen but that I desperately want to? Losing Heroines is a unique take on romance, which I really like, but I'm not going to vote for it as best romance. I feel like Blue Box is going to win already, so can I give my vote to Dangers in My Heart, even though I haven't seen it? Everything is too sweet for you. Nope. I watched Fruits Basket and Toru is sweet as fuck. But there was more balance for me. I don't know. I only watched Blue Box, so I left it empty. The best background visuals in Frieren. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can vote here. Well, I like that this did something different. I love this character and I love that the characters feel this is romance in school. This is relatable. This is sweet as fuck and I love it most of the time, but this made a bigger impression on me. So I will go with Losing Heroines, but I really hope to watch The Dangers in My Heart someday. Okay. Best comedy, we have here Dungeon Meshi, My Dear Friend Nokotan, Shikanoko Shikanoko Koshitan. We have Konosuba, Mashal, and Spy Family. I'm gonna have to go with Konosuba, even though Dungeon Meshi deserves a win. But this is Konosuba. I have to. I love Konosuba, and it made me laugh the most. Probably, I don't remember. Dungeon Meshi made me laugh a lot too, though. I almost want to vote for it just because I think it's the underdog between Konosuba versus Dungeon Meshi, you know? Because this is famous. This is season 3 and this was season 1. I'm going to go with Dungeon Meshi. Modri says Mashal, easy for me. Booties is Ranma half. Sam and Shoru Konosuba. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Danjimeshi here. I remember how much it made me laugh. I was not expecting to enjoy the show. It was literally a show I started watching when I wanted to eat lunch and I didn't want to eat during a DBZ video or something. So I started watching it just as a break between other shows. But then it was so good and it made me laugh so much. So I'm gonna go with Danjimeshi. Best action. Windbreaker. Bleach, Kaiju, Dandadan, Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, Windbreaker. Okay. Action Bleach. I have to go with Bleach, I think. Kaiju was great. Dandadan was great. Solo Leveling season 1 was good. Demon Slayer was good and then great. And the Windbreaker was... Well, I love the characters in Windbreaker. I don't particularly remember the action like I do for Bleach. So I'm going to have to go with Bleach. We have a lot of various votes, though. We have Bleach, Dandadan, Windbreaker, Demon Slayer, another Windbreaker there. But yeah. My bias might be showing for Bleach, but honestly, it sticks out to me when this one was fighting that one, and it also might be somewhat the animation, but also the weight of the fights, like that Mayuri fight. So, but I can see any of these winning. Probably Solo Leveling, Dandadan. I think it would be mainly between those two in terms of popularity, but I'm gonna go with Bleach. Best Isekai. Now here, ooh. We have Konosuba, Mushoku, Shangri-La, Suicide Squad, Isekai, The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, and the ReZero Season 3. But Season 3 Part 1, I didn't like it as much as Season 3 Part 2, if I remember right. Season 3 Part 2 aired this year, right? Or does it count as... This is a tough one. Modern Tiago says Slime. Booty said, I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. Maybe because I didn't expect anything from it. Doji says Shangri-La Frontier. Shoru says, for me, it's the opposite. I liked Part 1 more than Part 2. For me, it's tough. Konosuba, ReZero, and That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. But honestly, if we're talking about isekai, to me, the one that feels most like an isekai is Slime. Ooh, this is so tough. I can't decide. Konosuba, ReZero, and Slime. Well, I didn't vote for Konosuba in comedy, so maybe I'll... No, but... Okay, wait, one more time. Does this include only Part 1 or Part 2 as well? Silence. I kill you! Sorry. I'm trying to imagine what did I enjoy most. I'm gonna go with ReZero. I don't want to think about it. Just go. Best drama. So I watched Oshinoko. I did not watch A Sign of Affection. I did not watch Dead Demons, Dead Destruction, but it looks so cool. I did see it. I did see a lot of marketing for it when I was in Japan, and it just looks cool. I didn't watch Pluto. I watched Frere and I watched Apothecary Diaries. So as a drama, I can't vote for. I'm not gonna vote for Frieren again. So it would be between Apothecary Diaries and Oshinoko. But in terms of being dramatic, I would say Oshinoko probably fits the category more for me. Yeah. I love Apothecary, but it wasn't really a drama to me. It had dramatic moments, though. Dramatic reveals. It did have some dramatic. Sign of Affection is the least drama here. Interesting, I haven't seen it. I would go with Oshi. Okay, we are halfway, a little past halfway. Best slice of life. I only watched Losing Heroines and a little bit of My Dear Friend Nokotan. Laid Back Camp Season 3 or Laid Back Camp I know about, but I'm gonna skip this one, I guess, because I already voted for this as best romance. I guess I can vote for it as best slice of life, but I've only seen like a few episodes of this one. I think for me the most dramatic moment was when that Among Us character had to see Zoro and King fight instead of doing his job in a spaceship. Tiago says Losing Heroines. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with it as well. I can't vote for... Wow, I love that character design. This looks nice. Did anyone watch this? This looks really nice. I'd probably enjoy this a lot. But the only one that I've seen is this, so I guess I'm gonna put my vote for it. Best main character. Okay. So Frieren from Frieren. Kafka from Kaiju number 8. Momo from Dan Da Dan. Or Okarun, both from the same show. Mao Mao or Jinwoo. As much as I love Frieren, I've already cast a lot of votes for... So I feel like Mao Mao really made a huge impact. She's cute, she's funny, she's smart, she's pretty, she's... yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mao Mao here, but very barely over Frieren. And it hurts my heart not to vote for them, but I can't vote for one over the other, so... If I have just one vote, I guess I'm gonna go Mao Mao. Best supporting character, we have Fern, Himeru, Jihenshi. Okay, sorry. What? Tobo Granny, Senshi, and Seiko. We have 2 votes for Himeru. We have 1 vote for Senshi, 1 vote for Turbo Baba. I love that Turbo Baba has Luffy's voice, so that makes me biased. But she was awesome. She stole the show for me, and in any scene where she was, she'd be the focus. Oh man. I don't know. It's so difficult. Roll already, Senshi. I'm still missing you. Oh, he hasn't rolled in Waifu Wars yet. That reminds me. Let me just quickly... Did I do my rolls? Oh, I did. Oh, right. I claimed that guy from Dragon Ball Z. Oh my lord. Okay, best supporting character. What is the purpose of a supporting character? Is support the main character and to sometimes steal the show when it's necessary. Fern was great. She had a lot of growth. Himeru was just Amazing. Okay, if I had to choose between Fern and Himmel, I'll choose Himmel for now. Between Himmel and Jinshi, I would choose Himmeru. Between Himmeru and Seiko, see, that's where it gets difficult. He's so special though because he. No. I don't know. This is too difficult. I love them all for different reasons. Okay, wait. Would the show be the same if I took them out? That is a no for Fern and Himmel and Jinshi. Of course the show wouldn't be the same. What's the point of asking that question? Who makes the biggest difference in the story for the main character? Who? I think Fern, actually, because she causes a lot of. But also Himmeru does the same. Oh no. I'm choosing Fern. I'm not overthinking it. I'm just choosing. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here forever. Must protect at all costs. Anya Forger. Oh, that's the answer. There's no other option. Bye. Best anime song. Abyss. Ooh, the opening song. Oh, okay. Brim bum bum brim bum bum brim bum bum bum. Brim bum bum brim bum bum brim bum bum bum. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. This one stood out for me. Abyss was great. Otonoke was great. Level was great. Fatal, The Brave, all great songs. But this one, when I think of 2024, this song stands out for me. We have some kaiju votes and some Mashal votes. And Otonoke from Sam. Here we go. Best score. Ooh, so like music overall inside the show. My bias. When it's there, I have to vote for it. It's mine. My bias. Best opening sequence. Wait, opening sequence. So meaning the visuals coupled with the song. Hi, Cherry. Yeah, maybe Dan Da Dan. I agree. How are you doing today? True, Booty. Dan Da Dan had classical music that added a lot to the fight sequences and stuff. That is a good vote there. But my bias is my bias. Okay, so I voted for Otonoke, best opening sequence. Best ending sequence, we have Antanante from Ranma Half, Burning. Oh, I really like this one. Kamakura Style, I didn't watch Elusive Samurai. Nobody. No, I have to go with Kaiju. Yes. I listened to it so many times, but I also really like Burning from Oshinoko. Best voice artist performance, Japanese. Aoi Yuki as Momo. Shion Wakayama as Momo. Atsumi Tanezaki as Frieren, who I think is the same VA as Anya-chan, right? Sayaka Senbongi. Am I saying that right? as Marcel, Kenichi Suzumura, or Natsuki Hanai. I'm going with Frieren here. Doji says, "Oh, Yuki, greatness." Shoro also votes for Mao Mao, but I'm gonna go with Frieren because it's Anya's voice actor too, right? Booty says, "I go with Shion for Momo, but Sayaka did great too for Marcel." I'm in bed because of girl sick. Had to stay at home from work because it was so bad, but I'm doing much better. That is the worst. Why must it be so terrible? I hope you feel better soon, Cherry. I'm doing good. I don't have my girl sick, so. The worst part though, I might get my girl sick the weekend I come back from Cape Town. So I'm a little bit worried for that weekend streams, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna go with Atsumi Tanezaki. This is the last two polls. Best voice artist performance. English, I cannot vote, but the categories are AJ Beckles, Mallory Drodak, Alex Lee Lay, Sarah Natocheni, Jesse James Grell, and Sangwon Cho. So I haven't seen any of the English. The good thing is that I was in bed all day watching Trigun. And did you love it? Did you love it? Oh, what's the last category? Hello? Hello? Why I can't say next? Oh, that's the last poll. It says 23 out of 24, so I guess this is number 24. Okay, I can't vote for best voice artist in English because I didn't hear anyone. So what do I do? Do I just leave? Is my a vertical image? Cool. Cool. I love this. You can download it. But it's so blurry. Okay, well, I'm just gonna screenshot these and then that's my votes. I know that obviously people have different opinions. That's what makes it fun. This is art, it's subjective, we have different tastes. We all have different personalities, experience in life, which adds to our, taste, and that will give different results. But I look forward to the results. I will make a reaction video to that if I post this video. Cherry says, "I love Vash's personality. He's such a cutie. I want to squish his cheeks." Yeah, I'm going to be reacting to episode 5 and 6 of Trigun today. I started it last week and it was so good. Calm down, little brother. You're getting married in a few months. Okay, so in terms of just while we're here, let me just mention that in terms of new shows, I will be starting Windbreaker this season. One Piece is coming back tomorrow. Fire Force starting tomorrow, I think. I have My Hero Academia Vigilantes on the schedule. And I'm prioritizing the beginning after the end, but I also want to watch Witch Watch. That is the name of the show, Witch Watch. But I just don't know where everything's gonna fit in, so I'm taking it kind of like step by step and see how I feel. Fire Force is today? What time? Oh no! That messes up my schedule! Okay, but I'll figure it out. And, yeah. Let me know in the comments who you voted for. Bye.